Missouri border, and then you've got a Quitman team that's really good. 36-2 on the season. Both these two teams were preseason favorites whenever it started, and so I'm really looking forward to this matchup of Alexis Davis, who's averaging 16.6 points a game, versus really a two-headed monster between Paisley Davis and Lexi Hobbs for Quitman. That's going to be a fun matchup.
That's a breakdown now. Look at my guy here. I mean, he's been doing his homework here, folks. How did Sloan Hendrix get here? Well, they beat Cutter Morningstar 80-58, a school from right up the street here in Hot Springs. Beat Barton 53-50. We might have had a double on the boys' side, I guess, maybe as well tonight, with Barton boys playing tonight. And, of course, we'll talk more about that later. But 53-50 the final, so they had that close call, and then they blew out Southside B Branch 72-45. In that game, Alexis Davis, who is their best scorer, had 28 points. So she was clearly not interested in losing that game. And then for Quitman, they beat Mountainburg 63-19, Riverside 64-36, and I still don't know how to pronounce it, but I say Dirks 71-56. So we're going to go with that. They did have a really tough schedule. They had some losses to Westside Greer's Ferry, a team we saw play in the 1A girls title earlier today, and then Harding Academy, another very good program. So challenging program, or challenging schedule, I should say. And for Sloan Hendrix, the storyline is the experience that they've got back, RJ. All 5 starters and their 6th man back from last season.
Yeah, and what's really impressive about this, you've got 4 juniors and a sophomore in that starting lineup, and so they've got the experience coming back to be able to do it again next year. I know you don't want to look ahead because this is the final game, but this is a team that's played together through AAU ball, now through the high school levels, and so very experienced team. Sloan Hendrix on the season, 34-3, 12-0, perfect record in conference. But, we've seen a lot of times, you and I have done these games for a long time, that you can have a really good run throughout the regular season and the postseason, but when you get under the lights here in Hot Springs, we've seen some of the best teams not have their best games here at Banco ZK Arena.
Well, as good as your year is, as we say, it don't mean a thing if you don't get that ring. So we'll talk more about the matchup, and we are excited about getting underway here. We got about 5:50 left before we do our pregame anthem and prayer, Pledge of Allegiance, all the things that go along with high school sports. So we will take a timeout. We'll come back, and we will take our break about the time they get into that, and then get you set for action here in this 2A Girls Championship. It's presented by Centennial Bank here at Banco ZK Arena on the Buzz Radio Network.
At the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, power isn't about profit, it's about people. We don't answer to Wall Street shareholders. We answer to our members. Every farm, home, and business matters to us. Every decision we make, every pole, every line, every light switched on is made to keep our members' power reliable and affordable. It's our members, living and working across Arkansas, that matter. We're better connected together because members matter. To the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas.
Welcome to Moe's. Everyone knows that coming into Moe's for our Mo Monday special is the best deal in burritos. But what about those other 6 days? Well, let me introduce the new Mo Value Meal. Junior burrito, side of queso, chips, salsa, and a fountain drink for only $9.99. And the best part, it's available all day, every day at Moe's Southwest Grill. Now here's my daughter Andy Kate with a special reminder.
Remember, kids eat free on Sundays. Welcome to Moe's.
Luxury Pool and Spa in Conway and Roseville is your headquarters for pool and spa chemicals. Luxury Pool and Spa is ready to get your pool balanced and swim ready with Pool Life and Baquasil Pool Chemicals. Luxury Pool and Spa is also a proud dealer of Polywood Outdoor Furniture, Climate Tough Materials, Color Stay Technology, and the 20-year warranty. If you're thinking about a hot tub, they have the amazing Caldera hot tubs in stock on their showroom floor. Live the life of luxury with Luxury Pool and Spa. LuxuryPoolArkansas.com.
When the unthinkable happens to your home or business, whether it's damage from smoke, water, fire, or mold, let Rainbow Restoration make you whole again. Their extensively trained team, state-of-the-art equipment, and 24/7 rapid response will help get your life back on track fast. Because this isn't just their service area, it's their home. When you need them, find them at ArkansasRestorationExperts.com. Rainbow Restoration, where they restore, you recover. Services performed by an independently owned and operated franchise.
The Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, an electrical cooperative serving 60% of the great state of Arkansas, providing reliable and affordable power. Your local energy partner and one of our great sponsors, along with Roller Funeral Homes, and we'll be providing you the UAMS Health 3-point update throughout the night as well. Let's hope we get some makes there. I am told by a source that we're going to see a lot of pressing by Quitman. So it'll be high intensity on the defensive end for the Lady Bulldogs tonight, RJ.
No, and I think you're right. And that's one thing Coach Hooten has been – he's no stranger to this game. He's been in the state championships before. And one thing that he has always stressed is defense. I was talking with Coach Hooten earlier before the ball game, and I said, what's different about this team versus other teams that you've had? And he said, this might be one of the better defensive teams that I've ever had. Really likes to get in your face and, get the ball knocked around a little bit. And so I'll be interested to see how that looks and how he coaches this up here through this championship.
A couple of key players, and RJ alluded to them already, just a few key numbers here. And you've got Riley Brown, who shoots 51%, 5'8" sophomore. And, again, you talked about the youth on that side. This is a team that got all the way to the regionals last year and lost there. But, again, you get an experienced team, but still a relatively young team. And Brown, again, 13.9 points, almost 7 rebounds a game. She averages over 3 assists per game, 51% and 40% from 3 as well. Very impressive. You got another couple double-digit scores. Alexis Davis, 16.6, and she is averaging almost 3 steals a game and a very good free throw shooter, also shooting just under 50%. So number 22, the 5'5" junior, again, both back next year. Pretty scary stuff. On the flip side, you've got very balanced scoring when you look across there. 12, 10, 10, 12, 11, 9. I mean, goodness, pick your poison. I'll tell you what jumped off the page at me, though. Madeline Varville, 11 points, 12 rebounds a game. Yeah. But my favorite stat of hers, 5 steals per game. Yeah. Now, I'm going to have to see legitimate numbers on that. That sounds insane. But, my goodness, what a year defensively for her. If she's averaging 5 steals, she also dishes out 6 assists per game. So she really is a hard worker at both ends of the floor.
Well, and think about this Quitman team. You've got Ava Sullivan and Paisley Davis, who both Ava Sullivan missed 10 games with a dislocated kneecap, and then Paisley Davis missed the first half of the season due to an injury. And so they've only lost twice this year, and they've lost 2 of their starters throughout the year. So really a battle-tested team and a fun team to watch.
Absolutely. Our late game today is going to be the Mount Vernon and NOLA Warhawks. They are 34-5. Against the Barton Bears, who are 33-5, and cannot wait to see Christian Williams, the 6'2 senior for Barton, in action. And I've heard so many good things about him. He's averaging almost 19 points a game, 5.5 rebounds a game. He's over 4 assists, 3-time All-Stater. Transferred in from Brinkley, and I'd say his decision certainly worked out well for him. He's a guy that's shooting really well from the floor as well. And then you got Wyatt Sanders on the other side, who's only 6 feet tall, but he's averaging a double-double, 18 and 10. So I think both our games tonight, and then we've got a full slate tomorrow with a 3A, 4A, and, of course, 5A and 6A will be slated for Saturday starting in the morning. So, again, it's a great weekend of championship basketball. It is all brought to you by Centennial Bank. We'll take a timeout. We will come back with the starters, and we will get you set for action here in Hot Springs after this on the Buzz Radio Network.
At the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, power isn't about profit. It's about people. We don't answer to Wall Street shareholders. We answer to our members. Every farm, home, and business matters to us. Every decision we make, every pole, every line, every light switched on is made to keep our members' power reliable and affordable. It's our members, living and working across Arkansas, that matter. We're better connected together because members matter to the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas.
We all plan to be on time, but fender benders, damaged windshields, and slick roads quickly disrupt those plans. At Shelter Insurance, our agents help design personal protection plans that work for you and help keep you on track. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
See Shelter Agent Monica Reiners or Agent Brian Kress in North Little Rock today.
Ray Tucker with good news for enthusiasts of Triumph motorcycles. Honda of North Little Rock now carries the legendary classics and cutting-edge rides. We have the Bonneville Bobber, Daytona 600, the TF450X, the Stunning Elvis Presley Edition, and the Rocket 3 Evel Knievel. You get the idea. Come see us at Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters.
They want a break. You need a break. We have the solution. This spring break, Arkansas State Parks offer just about any kind of experience you can imagine. Outdoor adventures that put you in a kayak, on a mountain bike, beside a waterfall, or immersed in Arkansas history you've only read about. Or slow it down. Put your feet up by the fire at a lodge and take in scenic views that help you reset and recharge this spring. Affordable and easy spring getaways are waiting. Plan yours at ArkansasStateParks.com.
Crawfish season is here at Eat My Catfish, and we've got crawfish at all locations. Get your boil fix today with any of our boiling buckets of crawfish, crab legs, and shrimp. Come see us or order online at eatmycatfish.com.
DJ Kramer giving us a little extra bumper music there as we finished up the national anthem here at Banco ZK Arena. Welcome back in the Centennial Bank State Championships. It's 2A basketball tonight, and we have our starting lineups all set for action. All right, let's start on the... Let me get my correct lineups here. There we go. We'll start over here with Sloan Hendrix, the Lady Greyhounds, again 34-3. Mitchell Wilson is their head coach, and their starting lineup consists of Kaylee Gines. She's 9.4 points a game, 48% from the floor, 6 rebounds, 1.8 blocks a game, and stands 5'8" as a junior. She also averages over 3 assists per game. Alexis Davis, 5'5" junior, 79% free throw shooter, 16.6 points a game for her, 4.9 rebounds per game, and she's a 5'5" junior. I think I just mentioned that. 5'7" junior Emery Spence, number 23, averages 10 a game, 49% from the floor. Hayden Matheny, 5'4" senior, just under 10 points a game, 44% from the floor, 2.5 rebounds per game. Excellent free throw shooter at 78%. And Riley Brown, we mentioned her off the top, 51% from the floor, 13.9 points, 6.9 rebounds per game. RJ on the flip side for Quitman. We got Lexi Hobbs, the 5'7" senior, 12 points, 4 rebounds, 3 steals, 2 assists. Sarah Dixon, number 1, 5'9" senior, 10 points, 8 boards for her, very impressive. Had a season high of 28 this year, so she can explode, although she only averages 10 a game. Ava Sullivan, you mentioned, the 5'10" senior, 10 points and 9 rebounds per game with a couple of steals per game. Paisley Davis, who's made the most of the second half of the season since coming back from an injury, 5'10" junior. And Madeline Varville, I'm hearing good things about her. Very intense player, 5'6" junior. And again, I got to see this 5 steals a game in action. It is going to be something to behold, I think.
Well, and I think you kind of alluded to it in the pregame that with the amount of pressure that they put on full court or half court, whatever it might be, we saw that in the very first game. It's conducive for turnovers, and I think that's why you see such a high turnover value on some of these players, is because of the amount of pressure Quitman puts on you.
All right, well, we're hoping to get our we'll have live stats on our stream if you would like to see that. And not sure why we are not. There we go. Our officials checking in over here. They are Brian Kilgore. That's him. Reggie Hall, who gave a shout-out to David Basil of our staff earlier today. And Bradley Bohannon, who's a Little Rocker who's been doing this for quite a while, he said. And we are excited about seeing this crew in action. We are ready to tip this thing off, aren't we?
Who, by the way, the Bradley Bohannon some listeners from Drive Time Sports might know, Kevin Bohannon's his brother.
Is that right?
Yes, he came over and talked to us.
He's so much more intelligent and handsome. I can't believe they're related. That is shocking to me.
Oh, yes. So, by the way, the officials came over and said we're not starting the game right now because they're waiting on TV to wrap up their pregame.
Who cares about them?
And
this is a radio broadcast.
Yes, that's why we're in a holding pattern right now. So. But, hey, how about the games that we had earlier in that first session? You had a competitive, what was turning out to be not so competitive game between Earl and, in the 1A girls game anyways. And so you have that game going on in the first one. And Earl ended up winning the ball game, getting the win in that. And then in the boys' game, you've got Earl and Clarendon in the second one. And that was a highly competitive ball game that was up and down. A lot of people thought Earl was going to run away with that 1A boys game, but it was really, really a good ball game that you were a part of.
That was fun. I mean, I didn't call the boys' game, but I sat here and watched it.
Okay.
And it was entertaining.
West Side Greers Ferry. I drew a blank
on
Earl's opponent there for a minute. I said the other opponent in the 1A girls game.
Well, it's a reminder how good basketball is every year when we come here, but it's also a reminder of or maybe a a learning opportunity for where some of these schools are around the state, right?
That's right.
So, all right, you're in charge of that from now on for the video stream. All right, it's going to be Quitman going left to right in the black uniforms with Quitman across the chest in gold. And the numerals below, the Lady Hounds across the chest of the Greyhounds. And they gave up an opening offensive rebound to Quitman. So Quitman will get another crack at it here on their opening possession. Sloan Hendrix in the whites, black numerals. Pass to the baseline. They were looking for Lexi Hobbs. They threw it over her head and out of bounds it goes. And so it will go to Sloan Hendrix for the first time today. Pressure in the backcourt. We were told this is what we were going to see. A whole lot of Quitman pressure, and we'll see how the Lady Greyhounds handle it. I'm sure they worked against it. But again, did they have enough time to do it? And there is that defender, Varville, causing problems. And you could see they couldn't get it out of their hands. Alexis Davis couldn't get it out of her hands fast enough. A little too aggressive by Paisley Davis out near midcourt, near the jump circle, reaching in. And that'll be the first foul of this championship game. 0-0. And a sideline inbound for the Lady Greyhounds.
You know, one of the games that Sloan Hendrix faced was against Barton, 53-50 in the state quarterfinals. One of the closest games they've had all year.
Three-pointer from the right wing, good. And Emery Spence opens the scoring. 34% three-point shooter, and she drills her opening attempt here to open the scoring in this 2A Girls State Championship. Quitman going quickly into the corner. They'll try to counter with a three. It's an air ball from over there in the corner by Sarah Dixon, throwing some bows as she goes to the other end. Not happy about the defender coming over in her vicinity as they went to the other end of the floor. I can't believe the officials didn't call anything on that.
Well, he said a jump ball. And
no, I'm talking about down here.
Oh, yeah, down here. Yeah.
Sarah Dixon was highly irritated by the defender getting in her face after she airballed that three-pointer. So it'll be a baseline inbound for the Lady Greyhounds, saved in by Emery Spence. Up top to Kaylee Gines, they're working around the perimeter. Now to the left side, it's Alexis Davis. Looks inside, man-to-man by Quitman in the early going here, and I'm guessing with the way they have their sort of identity that will be the way we see it throughout. Gines looks inside. It's tipped away and stolen by Madeline Varville. There's number one. Let's see if she can get to 5 in the state title game, right?
I'm going to mark it down as we go.
There you go. Hobbs on the baseline. Nice block down there by Kaylee Gines and that Greyhounds defense. And we're going to end up with do we get a jump ball here?
I believe so, yeah.
Yep, jump ball, so it'll stay at this end of the floor with Quitman. And so the Lady Bulldogs will inbound from the baseline. 26 on the shot clock, 6:13 to play. It's 3-0, Sloan Hendrix. Sloan Hendrix sounds like a sorority girl from Columbia. I like the name.
By the way, there is a battle between Sarah Dixon and Alexis Davis down low.
I told you, Sarah Dixon got some edge.
Yeah.
Spinning, Hobbs, shot no good. Battle for the rebound, and it will go out of bounds and back to the Lady Greyhounds of Sloan Hendrix.
Sarah Dixon, she is moving people out of the way down there.
5'9" senior. As I mentioned, she averages 10 a game, but she had a 28-point outburst earlier this season. The Lady Hounds get it across the timeline, which is always a challenge, I'm assuming, against this Quitman pressure. Ball tipped out of bounds by Ava Sullivan, her first chance to touch the basketball. I love the balance, though, when you look at the lineup for Quitman offensively. They've got a lot of players who can get involved offensively. Ball thrown into the backcourt to Alexis Davis. I mean, you can't even move around against Quitman. They are like chest bumping you the entire time. Pretty intense defense. Again, I like the edge that they play with. Riley Brown has it between the jump circle to the right side into the lane. Had it knocked away. Battle for it on the floor. Good save by Paisley Davis. And here come the Lady Bulldogs attacking in the paint. Euro step. Wild shot by Hobbs. No good. May have been partially blocked by the Lady Hounds. And it will stay down here with 29 on the shot clock and 5:22 to play. In a 3-0 game, defense has ruled the day in the early part of this 2A girls title.
Quitman is not afraid to go 2-on-1 down low as here's a three.
Varville into Dixon. She misses on the right wing and cleared away by Hayden Matheny, the 5'4 senior leading the break going the other way. Ball knocked away from behind and nearly a opportunity going the other way, but Hobbs stepped out of bounds on the baseline, so it will stay on this end of the floor in the hands of Sloan Hendrix.
Think about how well both these two teams are conditioned to go full court press the entire game.
Yeah, more talk about that in a second because that is definitely part of the Quitman MO. There's a block on the perimeter, a three-point swat by Paisley Davis, but then Sloan Hendrix gets it back, and a foul will be committed against Riley Brown, the 5'8 sophomore. So that is the second foul, I believe, of the first half on Quitman. It is, and the first against Ava Sullivan. Yeah, this is a team that hangs its head on the track as well. Timothy Hooten expects all of his players to run track and cross country. He's won 9 cross country and 2 track and field championships.
Wow.
So they get after it not only during basketball season but in conditioning season. And they're very successful with some hardware there too. There's a drive and a fumble, scramble. Hobbs on the floor. Now we got to fight for it, and it's tipped out of there back to the hands of Alexis Davis. A little sloppy right now on the baseline, a little shoulder shove, a little check along the baseline. If that's on Sullivan, that's her second, RJ, and it is.
And there was no going after the ball. She gave a shoulder check and pushed her out of bounds.
They play very aggressive. I'm kind of intimidated, and I'm sitting on the sideline over here. So, again, no move by the Quitman coaching staff. Timothy Hooten going to let his senior play on here with 2 fouls. And we're going to get a 5-second call, so smart move there to keep that same roster on the floor. So 3-zip, Sloan. Not a lot of offense to be found yet. Defense, again, ruling the day. And now the Lady Hounds with the pressure. And Varville running up the sideline, lost the handle out of bounds. We're going the other way. And she looked a little irritated about that one. You got to give her a little bit of help. Had the second defender come up behind her and tip it, and then she ended up tipping it out of bounds. You've got to give her a little bit of help and call it out as that defender sneaks up behind her. They get it across the timeline, left wing. That three-pointer's blocked. What's the record for three-pointers blocked in a game?
That's what, the third or fourth one so far on this one.
Emery Spence tonight. Now a scramble for it. Ball ripped away from the hands of Gines, and we're going the other way. Sarah Dixon on the right wing. This is a hotly contested, low-scoring affair. It wouldn't surprise me if we're 3-zip at the end of the first quarter, RJ, the way these defenses are playing.
We've got 5 blocks so far in the game between the two teams.
There's a three-pointer, no good from long range by Varville. Battle for the rebound. Out of bounds it goes. 2 bodies on the deck. Varville, one of them, tried to run down or miss. Couldn't do it. Little sportsmanship there by Kaylee Gines. Helps her up to her feet. And I'm sure that Varville is not going to return the favor. She's going to try to steal it right back from her. Ball handed off from the sideline. You don't see that much. Across the timeline come the Lady Hounds. Inside they go to Brown. Shot of the lane. No. But another foul. And this one's going to be on Sarah Dixon.
I mean, this is almost like a football game.
What am I watching here?
I mean, you've got people checking each other.
Yeah, it's more like a hockey game. Is there ice underneath Manco's EK floor here? All right, 3-zip. This is the Centennial Bank State Championships 2A girls game. We're off to a wild affair here, folks. Stick around. 3:59 left in the first quarter on the Buzz Radio Network. I know I was going to do it again. Stick around. We'll be back.
At the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, power isn't about profit. It's about people. We don't answer to Wall Street shareholders. We answer to our members. Every farm, home, and business matters to us. Every decision we make, every pole, every line, every light switched on is made to keep our members' power reliable and affordable. It's our members, living and working across Arkansas, that matter. We're better connected together because members matter to the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas.
This is Pat Bradley, and it's March, baby. There's March Madness on the TV and Food Madness at the Wood Grill Buffet. They got over 200 items, including a huge salad bar, hot foods bar, meat bar with over 30 protein items, and an awesome dessert bar. Come one, come all, come hungry. It's fresh, it's delicious, and it's comfort food at its finest. The Wood Grill Buffet, Congo Road exit in Benton.
There have been a lot of improvements since R.J. Hawk left the Buzz. One of them is we stream live now on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter. But everything else is trash compared to when you were there, R.J.
Back in my day, we didn't have this fancy stuff.
I'll tell you what, that morning show's really taking a dump since you left. That's the bottom line.
Hey, one thing we did have, and that was Roller Funeral Homes.
No
and
doubt.
Roller Funeral Homes won Best of the Best year after year. In fact, they won again this year because they take pride in serving your family with all respect. Roller Funeral Homes, you can visit them online at rollerfuneralhomes.com.
Well, I will say Renata and the folks at Roller have been incredible supporters of high school sports over the years, football and basketball. And you know the old people are always like, oh, we couldn't do it without him. We literally couldn't do it without him.
Literally.
And we appreciate them so much, and they've been so great about supporting these kids and the coverage of these. Again, it's great to celebrate the stories and the performances of these young people who are having, again, the time of their lives and their biggest moment to this point of their lives. They're going to go on to do much more important things than playing a high school basketball game. But, man, at this point, this is as good as it gets. Riley Brown, by the way, made her first free throw. 67% on the season. She splashed those through like she's never missed one in her life. It is 5-0. Sloan Hendrix. Quitman breaks the press. Into the paint. Fumbled. Recovered. Out to Hobbs. Pulls up in the lane. Off the glass. And finally, with 3:50 left in the quarter, Quitman breaks through. So the Lady Bulldogs finally scratch out their first 2 points, and it's 5-2. How about that? You go almost 6 minutes and don't score, and yet you're down 3.
And there's been a lot of action in this game.
Inside, underneath. Oh, tossing it up there. Matheny probably should have squared up and shot it, but didn't. Offensive rebound for Brown. Then she misses at point-blank range. So 2 misses at the rim, and then we've got a touch foul against Sloan Hendrix going the other way. Alexis Davis got tagged with that one. I mean, they're letting them tackle one another, and you're going to call that?
Hey, by the way, you were talking about some of these kids going on to do bigger and better things. Well, Quitman assistant coach Reagan Simmons was actually a player on this court under Coach Hooten, and now she's the assistant coach for him for this basketball team.
Quitman goes inside, step through, scoop shot, travel. Yes, Ava Sullivan tagged with the travel there. So it stays 5-2 with 3:10 to play in the quarter. And again, the Quitman pressure stays on. Yeah, I guarantee you these Lady Bulldogs could probably run back home tonight. I mean, it is amazing the level of athleticism and conditioning. You're right. We do have a sub in the game, by the way, for Quitman for the first time. Addison Shoemate, 5'2 sophomore in the game. So smallest player on the floor enters and trying to make an impact. Baseline drive, ball knocked away. Good hands over there. That was Hobbs. They got to reach in from behind and poked it away, but it will stay with the Lady Hounds.
Here's the thing. Let's not take anything away from the Lady Greyhounds because, I mean, they're well-conditioned. They may not be track stars, but, I mean, they're also going full-court press throughout this game and staying step for step with Quitman.
There is no question. Inbound catch, block. I mean, Ava Sullivan swatted it, but the Lady Hounds got it back in the lane. That's a travel on Kaylee Gines. Took a step too many. Got denied initially and then tried to go forward a little bit further and got called for the walk.
That's the 6th block of the ball game between these two teams.
All right, going the other way, Quitman. Shot blocked again.
7.
Gines with another one, denying Hobbs at the rim. Baseline inbound for Quitman with 29 on the shot clock. 2:33 to go in the quarter. Ball inbounded to Hobbs. Gets it out to Shoemate. She'll back it out beyond the three-point line. Back to Hobbs on the right wing. Sullivan rises up to the free throw line looking for it, but instead they go to the left corner. Shoemate for 3. So there's her impact for little Addison Shoemate. She can knock it down. She averages 9 a game, not threes, but 9 points. And it's 5-5, just like that. Quitman right back in it. So a 5-0 run each way. There's a near steal by Shoemate at midcourt. Tipped away into the hands of Davis, and now she'll back it out and reset. Guarded by Paisley Davis. And we got Lady Hounds getting flung to the floor, no call. Pass inside, good cut, good finish. Good find by Gines. Finds Davis for the layup.
One of the best offensive plays we've seen so far in the game.
No question. Lexi Hobbs straight away, about 5 feet beyond the three-point line. Back to the left side. Thought about a 3. Davis cut off on the baseline. Out to her teammate. Madeline Barville drills the 3 from the left wing. And Quitman has its first lead of this 2A Girls State Championship. Great job keeping her composure. Riley Brown right up the sideline, got trapped and pitched back out of it to her teammate Hayden Matheny. Ball knocked out of bounds and saved almost. Yes, it was saved to Gines. And the shot goes up and in. So actually Quitman's Ava Sullivan saved it, did a great job hustling. I thought it was going out of bounds, but she saves it to the Lady Hounds. And there's a steal in the backcourt. Riley Brown going in. Layup is good. Barville took a hard step at her as if she was going to foul her, but didn't. And then there is a collision at midcourt on the pass. And Paisley Davis draws the contact against Hayden Matheny. And again, I'll say what I said earlier. very incidental contact comparatively to some of the others we've seen. It's currently 11-8. Sloan Hendrix leads it by 3 with 51 seconds remaining.
Well, Quitman got a taste of their own medicine just there. You know, you've got that full court press, and they've trapped him on that sideline, just stole the ball away from him to be able to get the 2 points pretty easy.
Left wing, Quitman has it. Looking inside, they go up top instead. Ava Sullivan to the left wing. We'll see if Shoemate pulls the trigger again. Nope, goes to the right wing to Sullivan. Back to Varville. Pull-up jumper, no good. Battle for the rebound, and a nice job by Gines, the junior, to pull that one away. She averages 6 rebounds a game in transition, hustling down in the short corner. Now dribbling up, Bennett. Just into the game, Riley Bennett, number 11. There's a shot in the lane, no good. Rebound by Davis, and then a tie-up. It'll stay at this end with Sloan Hendrix. 14.4 seconds left. Bennett, by the way, 41% shooter, averages 6 points a game. Couple of subs in now for the Lady Hounds. And Davis will get a little extended rest here before the end of the quarter. 14.4 baseline inbound. They will pitch it out beyond the three-point line to Gines. Back inside, they go down to Brown. She fumbled it, got it back, shot up, got bailed out on a foul by Sarah Dixon. And I believe this will be free throws with Sloan Hendrix leading by 2. And yes, they will send the 67% Brown to the free throw line. I mentioned earlier, her first 2 free throws looked like she had never missed one in her whole life. And we'll see if these 2 are as perfect as that one.
Talk about that bailout, boy. She just kind of threw it up there, and they
was like, no chance.
Yeah.
Well, so much for that. She missed it. I jinxed her.
Line change for Quitman.
Wasn't intentional, Lady Greyhounds fans, so don't yell at me. In Aubrey French, I believe, 5'6" freshman. Mm-hmm. And number 25, Matheny goes out. Second free throw rattles home. So mixed bag here for Riley Brown. 2 perfect, 1 no good, and 1 rattles. Pressure coming. 7.5. Quitman breaks it up the left sideline to the corner. Dixon with it. Up top, Varville at the buzzer. Got it! Drilled the three-pointer, and we've got a 1-point game going into the quarter break. It is 12-11. Sloan Hendrix leading it by 1 point after 1 quarter. It is the Centennial Bank State Championships right here on the Buzz Radio Network.
Hi, Flo here from Progressive. You know, life changes quickly, so it's good to have flexible coverage.
Oh, you mean like adding another vehicle?
Yes, that's something we can do.
Great, because I was thinking about getting a van so we could just keep the kids' softball stuff in the car.
Oh, we don't need to get into specifics. Just saying it's easy to change.
Oh, and Hannah wants to try the tuba.
Again, we don't need the specifics.
Last year, she wanted to be a tap dancer, but that only lasted 2 lessons.
Okay.
But she kept the shoes because they are adorable.
Well, just know that with Progressive, you can easily add another car to your auto insurance because we know life changes.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-967-7711. That's 800-967-7711.
Back here at Bank OZK Arena as we enter the second quarter. Right now, Sloan Hendrix leads Quitman 12-11. Some first quarter stats for you. For Quitman, they shot 30.8% on 4 of 13 shooting. Three-point range, they were 3 of 7 for 42%. As for Sloan Hendrix, they were 4 of 10 shooting for 40% from the three-point line, 1 of 3 for 33%. Both teams at the free throw line, 3 of 4 for 75%.
How many blocks and how many steals in the first quarter, RJ?
Blocks, both teams have 3 blocks apiece, and right now Quitman has 3 steals and Sloan Hendrix has 1.
31% shooting by the Lady Bulldogs, and the Lady Greyhounds 40% in that first quarter, so we'll see if they can pick up the pace. It's going to be tough against the defense that these two teams are exhibiting. Varville finished the quarter with a 3, dishes off here to start the second quarter. A shot inside is no good, but an offensive rebound. Varville has it back straight away, and a hard drive down the lane. Another block, and then a foul on the second attempt on the shot by Lexi Hobbs. So initially denied by Gines, and then got it back and drew the foul. It's going to be against Riley Brown. That will be her first. 6 points for Varville in the first quarter. And Brown with 5. Free throw is good for Lexi Hobbs. Pure looking free throw stroke.
Why's the clock still running?
It's a great question. I guess nobody noticed. I'm glad you did.
Nobody has watched the clock.
Hey, I don't get paid by the hour. Let's go. 13-12. Quitman leads Sloan Hendrix by 1 now. Lady Greyhounds with the ball. Giants will go out and get it near midcourt. Dribbling to the left side. Back out. Swipe at it by Hobbs. No good. Giants dishes off. Layup is good. Nice find inside. Good finish by Riley Bennett. 5'10 senior. Quitman has to save it in the backcourt. They get it across, and then it's nearly stolen. I thought for sure we were going to get a Greyhound in our lap. Kaylee Gines is running at breakneck speed over here to our sideline position, and fortunately able to gather and not go over the table. We did see a player in the earlier game today hit her head hard on the table here on the media row. Barville with the inbound, and it will be Quitman basketball. Hobbs crossing over in the lane. Jump stop shot up off the glass. No. Battle for the rebound. Scrambling and saved for a moment by Allie Palmer. 5'7 junior. Near steal in the front court. Barville goes to the floor, and she does rip it away. What an effort.
Is that a steal?
Yes.
Yeah.
Shot up, wild one by Lexi Hobbs. Instead of getting big going to the basket, she got small, tried to duck under the arms of a Lady Hounds defender. Ball knocked out of bounds, but it stays on this end of the floor for Quitman. I'll tell you what, Barville plays with a level of intensity that I can only compare to like a Wolverine.
Well, that's her second steal of the ball game.
That shot missed by Quitman off the inbound, and a rebound. Nice job down there by Hayden Matheny, who's back in after a brief respite.
And for those wondering why I point that out, because we were talking in the pregame how Varvel averages 5 steals per game.
Baseline cut off. Yeah, she's right on track to get 5 or more, isn't she?
Yeah.
Drive, pass inside, kick out. Gines to the baseline, spitting against the defense. Ball knocked away. That may have been blocked. Cleared by Matheny. Shot off the glass is in and out, and a rebound down there by Hobbs. So a good opportunity by the Lady Hounds, but they could not convert. Barville up to Sullivan. Barville's sort of athletically awkward, if that makes any sense. She's sort of herky-jerky, but, man, she gets where she needs to be, and she makes plays. Driving inside, Brown off the glass. Got it and one. Brian Kilgore says you got too much on that one, and that'll be a free throw. In addition, Sloan Hendrix back in front in a back-and-forth game here in this 2A Girls Championship. 5:33 to go in the half. Now 16-13. After the make.
So this is Brown's, what, she's 3 of 4 at the free throw line. She's been the only one going to the free throw line, it seems like.
This free throw is good, and a three-point play converted. 17-13, largest lead of the day for Sloan Hendrix. Largest lead of the day for either team. Shoemate racing up the left sideline. Lost the handle, got it back. Dribbling between two defenders. A near turnover, and it is stolen away. Riley Brown gets it up to Davis. Layup good. Sloan Hendrix now with a 6-point lead and a timeout by Quitman.
Yeah, and once again, we talked so much about the pressure that Quitman puts on teams, and Sloan Hendrix is doing it just as well. I mean, they're
mirror images.
And in the backcourt, they're just, I mean, hands are out there, and you're really doing a good job getting in front of the ball. We talk about steals in this game so far, and right now, Quitman's got 4 steals, and Sloan Hendrix has 2, but it just, the deflections and being able to get to the basketball and creating a shot, that's the other thing. They're moving the ball around enough to be able to create a shot and have the 6-point lead.
5:19 remaining in the first half. And you're right. Look, these two schools have the same color scheme. They both play intensely as it gets. The Lady Greyhounds are a Jumpman school, too, which I have to really tell you. Big fan. Love Mike.
That is the second Jumpman school that we've seen in this tournament so far.
Is that right?
Yeah, the first women's game, there was a Jumpman school.
Which one?
Oh man.
Like it was so long ago.
West Side, that's
okay.
who it was. Yeah.
West Side Greers Ferry. Yeah. Barville going coast to coast. Wild shot up. No. Rebound by Riley Bennett. And then we get did she step out?
No, she traveled.
Oh, she traveled. Okay. Your alma mater's wearing Jumpman now sometimes.
Oh, really?
Pretty good look for the ladies, not the men.
Okay.
Yep. Baseline inbound. Barville gets it into Sarah Dixon into the corner. They feed into the post. Barville backing down. Spin around jumper. Nope. But an offensive rebound by Paisley Davis. Back to Barville. Crosses over. Driving in. All the way. Off the glass. No. Got her own rebound. Barville pitches it over to a teammate. Shot up. No good. A miss by Davis and a clear by Johns. And here come the Lady Hounds. Quitman got 3 or 4 cracks at it that time, RJ, but they could not score. Giants right down Main Street in the paint. Shot up. No. Offensive rebound. Yes. Riley Brown with the left hand. It's 21-13.
I talked about Alexis Davis in the pregame, but Riley Brown has been a dominator in this one.
Varville kicking to the wing. 3 on the way for Hobbs. That is back of the iron. We got a would-be defensive rebounder thrown to the ground. I cannot believe there was no call there. We saw Hobbs fly in and run over a would-be rebounder. Later out, no call. We get a bucket by Dixon. It is chaos out here. 21-15 with 4:07 to go. First basket of the game for Lexi Hobbs, the senior.
If we were playing football, that'd be illegal block in the back.
I mean, what are we doing? I cannot believe they let that go. It was right in front of the officials. There's some contact. No problem for them. They said, okay, fine, whatever. Sarah Dixon pokes it away. We're going the other way against – she stole it from Kaylee Johns. And, I mean – or Kaylee Johns, excuse me. That is, I mean, look at this. Finally, we got a call. I mean, we got people flipping and flopping all over the place. It's a violent game, this basketball. You know, they say it's not a collision sport, but it's a contact sport. Football is a collision sport. This is a contact sport. Don't get it twisted. There's our media timeout. We all need one. This is wild. I feel like I'm going to get bruised just calling this game.
I'm kind of tired right now.
It's 21-15. Sloan Hendrix in the lead by 6. 3:45 to go, but you got a feeling – with these two teams, one team can get on a big run at any time, so don't get comfortable yet. All right, we'll be back in a moment. You're listening to the Centennial Bank State Championships on the Buzz Radio Network.
This is the Pigskin Preacher bringing you the word. President Theodore Roosevelt reminds us, it is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust, sweat, and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while doing greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat. Double B's 34 locations in Arkansas are here to serve you, the men and the women in the arena. Cruise in for a snack, a drink, or anything else you need. Double B's. It's where you gas it, grab it, and go. That's Double B's.
Back here at Bank OZK Arena in Hot Springs, it's time for your UAMS Health 3-point update. Remember, UAMS Health providing expert care, improving lives across Arkansas. For a better state of health, that's UAMS Health. Right now, Quitman is 3 of 9 shooting from the three-point land for 33%. As for the Greyhounds of Sloan Hendrix, they are 1 of 3 for 33%.
This is the third game of the day today. A girls' game and a boys' game in the early session, and now this second girls' game of the day. There's a foul on a jump shot on the baseline. This is by far not close the most physical game we've seen today, and that includes the boys' game in 1A earlier today, and I'm not joking. Lexi Hobbs will get 2 shots at it here, and she rattles the first one home to cut the lead 21-16.
And to be fair, it's physical on both ends. The officials are letting them play.
Oh, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying it's remarkable. I've never seen so many people running at breakneck speed into one another without a whistle blowing, and they all seem quite comfortable with it.
Like it's normal.
Yes. 21-17. That's 5 points now for Lexi Hobbs. 3:35 to go. I kind of want these two to keep each other at arm's length the whole game. I'd love to have a tight last-second finish. It'd be fun. There's a tip pass stolen by Barville. That's her third, but she got some help from Ava Sullivan. Barville going to try to take it herself. In the lane, off the glass, no. Got her own rebound. Power dribble, kicks it out. Ball will be tipped back near midcourt and corralled by Hobbs. Hobbs dribbling down the lane. Pull-up jumper. That is no good. And a fumbled rebound. Good save, actually. Good tip in there by the Lady Hounds. They nearly turned it over, and now they do. Matheny coughs it up. Paisley Davis back outside to Varville. 2:55 to go. Lexi Hobbs down the lane. Kicks to the wing. Three-pointer on the way. Good. Sarah Dixon splashing that one home. She's got 5. And it's a one-point game just like that. Quitman back within a single point.
Yeah, I mean, this is what you're going to see, I feel like, the entire ball game, just back and forth.
Matheny spinning in the lane. Got her shot blocked. They get the offensive rebound, though. Back over to Emery Spence. And she pulls up for a jumper on the left side of the lane to make it 23-20. She now has 5. That pass tipped across midcourt, but it gets to Lexi Hobbs. Sizing up the defender, crossing into the lane, scooping it up, no good. Ball tipped out of bounds by. Everybody looks around. I guess it's out off of Quitman.
I think we're going to get a timeout charge to Sloan Hendrix. And
2:13 will keep it here.
Yeah, I mean, and here's the thing, like, we have not seen, and I don't have a shot chart, but I think we've only seen a couple jump shots. Most of them have been hard drives in the lane, underneath the bucket. I can only, outside of the three-point shots,
right,
I can only recall maybe 2 or 3 jump shots from outside to create something. So, hey, it's been physical down low, and but once you said it right, both these coaches, they're not really complaining about the physicality. They're kind of used to it, seems like. So, hey, don't forget that the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, they've been powering Arkansas for a long, long time. In fact, they serve 60% of the great state of Arkansas with reliable and affordable power. They are your local energy partner.
Yeah, I was going to say, I haven't seen too many basketball games that have been this physical. I mean, I've been to some football games that weren't this physical over the years. I am very impressed with these two teams. They are not afraid to get after one another. 23-20, 2 minutes to play in the first half. Sloan Hendrix with the ball and the lead. Lady Greyhounds surveying, working it around the perimeter. Quitman will let them pass it freely way out there, but that's about all they're going to give up. Riley Brown has it about 8 feet. Now she'll back it away. 8 feet from the three-point line, I should say. Dribbles to the three-point line, drops it inside to Gines, and then we got a tie up there as Ava Sullivan reached in and creates the jump ball. Well, there's 1 on the shot clock. That's bad news for Sloan Hendrix, so they're going to have to move quickly as they retain the possession here.
It's almost a catch and shoot, really, right off the baseline.
Yep. It'll be Brown triggering it. Got to go quick. Gets it in. Catch and shoot for Matheny at the buzzer. No good. And a defensive rebound. Quitman wants to run. They had an offensive player leak out to the other end. Shot up, no good. But Paisley Davis, who snuck down court, will go to the free throw line for 2. Not very good recognition that time by the Lady Hounds. They were so focused on trying to get a shot up. And I think it was Matheny. She got the shot but didn't get back on the defensive end. And a good heads-up play there by Paisley Davis going to the other end of the floor. The left-hander will settle and shoot and makes the first free throw to get Quitman back within 2 points.
By the way, keeping up with the block tracker, we've got 9 blocks so far in the game.
And we'll get UAMS to sponsor that next year. Second one is good as well, 23-22. How about a one-point ball game with a minute and a half to play? This has been a wild affair, my friend. There's going to be 2 busloads of tired people after this one. Deep left wing 3 on the way off the front of the rim. Offensive rebound, Gines drives back in, got bumped, bucket. No foul call, but she extends the lead to 3, 25-22. Racing back the other way. Off the glass and good for Varville. Madeline got a bucket and a quick one. Under a minute to play. 25-24 again. Gines inside. Got bumped, tied up. Goes to the floor. We're going to get another jump ball. We're coming back the other way.
Justin, she drove the right side of the paint and hit a wall.
Yeah.
Like she hit I don't know who she hit, but she didn't move.
You know how you say active hands with teams? This is active hands, forearms, wrists, feet, shoulders. I mean, it's wild. We've got a very tall Lady Greyhound that just stepped into the game. Junior Ella Stanton going to play the last 47.8 seconds. I would think probably a pretty good enforcer inside. She's the tallest player on the floor by a pretty good margin. And we get a turnover in the backcourt, so she won't get a chance to do anything defensively because she's on the offensive end now. With 41.8 left, we have a 6.8 second differential in the shot clock and game clock. Sideline inbound. Giants back out to Brown. Brown on the sideline. They're going to take their time and run some clock here, it looks like. Alexis Davis, she'll go quickly to the right wing. Backing it out. Now crosses over and drives all the way to the baseline. Tried to feed it across post to post. Turned it over. Stolen by Hobbs. And now Quitman will have a chance to get the last shot if they want to wait. Instead, they're nearly turned it over, and they did. There's a fight for it. Ball poked away into the hands of the Lady Hounds. Giants saves it up to Alexis Davis. She drives. Wild shot off the glass. No. Battle for the rebound, and we're going to get a jump ball again. And it'll stay down here with 3.5 seconds left. Are you having fun or what?
I mean, it's great. I don't know.
I mean, if they were playing on skates, it couldn't be any more wild out here.
We go back to the conditioning between these two teams.
Baseline inbound. Riley Brown. Let you finish your thought here in a second. Brown looking. Can she find someone? Nearly a 5-second call. Gets it into Giants. Giants with 2 on the shot clock. Double dribble with 1.9. Go ahead.
What I was saying was the fact that they're both racing up and down the floor, then they're turning around and playing full court press. I mean, both these two teams are incredible.
Varville will trigger it. 1.9 seconds left. Not sure they can even get a shot off. We'll see. Ava Sullivan. Now Buyback from the half-court line. Off the backboard, or Varville, I called what I just said there. Varville with the half-court shot. She got it all the way there and then some. If they're in that situation later, I'm looking at Madeline Varville to try to get me a shot there. So after all that crazy action, it's 25-24 at the break. Sloan Hendrix leads it at the half. This is the Centennial Bank State Championships on the Buzz Radio Network.
At the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, power isn't about profit, it's about people. We don't answer to Wall Street shareholders. We answer to our members. Every farm, home, and business matters to us. Every decision we make, every pole, every line, every light switched on is made to keep our members' power reliable and affordable. It's our members, living and working across Arkansas, that matter. We're better connected together because members matter. To the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas.
Attention. If you suffer from consistent pain in your joints caused by arthritis, overuse, or injury, you may be a candidate for a revolutionary therapy that could revitalize damaged tissue. This approach can provide long-lasting relief from pain in your knees, shoulders, hips, and other joints with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime. To find out if you're a viable candidate, you may request a free consultation from QC Kinetics by calling 501-382-9100. Instead of masking the symptoms, it goes to the root of the problem to resolve it at its source. Already used by thousands of satisfied patients nationwide, this joint pain therapy is available right now to the public, but only for qualified candidates. Again, to find out if you're a viable candidate for this therapy, you may request a free consultation by calling QC Kinetics at 501-382-9100. That's 501-382-9100.
Today comes only once. It is a day of opportunity. What is done with this day will play a big part in determining the future. I am Renata Jenkins Bowler with Roller Funeral Homes. That is a pretty bold statement, but a true one nevertheless, because every day is filled with opportunities taken or missed. At Roller Funeral Homes, we look at each day as an opportunity to prove ourselves worthy of the trust that you have put in us for so many years. Roller Funeral Homes, with all our respect.
Back here at Bank OZK Arena in Hot Springs as we are bringing you the 2A state championship game between Quitman and Sloan Hendrix. We're at the half where Sloan Hendrix leads 25-24 over Quitman. We'll go over some halftime stats real quick. In the first half, it was Sloan Hendrix shooting 43.5% on 10 of 23 shooting. And of those 10 shots that they made, 9 of them were sitting right underneath the bucket. And they shot 43.5%. As for Quitman, they went 7 of 32 for 21.9%. From the three-point line, Quitman was 4 of 10 for 40%. Sloan Hendrix was 1 of 5 for 20. And from the free throw line, Quitman was 6 of 6 for 100%. And Sloan Hendrix was 4 of 5 for 80%. Your leading scorers for both teams, for Sloan Hendrix, leading the way was Riley Brown with 10 points. She was followed by Emery Spence with 5, and then Alexis Davis and Kaylee Gines both had 4 apiece. For Quitman, leading the way for them is Madeline Varvel. She has 8 points. She's followed by Lexi Hobbs with 6, Sarah Dixon with 5, Addison Shoemate with 3, and then Paisley Davis has 2 so far in this contest. Now, here's the impressive part. So far in this game, Quitman's had 4 blocks. Sloan Hendrix has had 5. For Quitman, they've had 8 steals. Sloan Hendrix has had 2. And the largest lead of the ball game so far has been 8 points in favor of Sloan Hendrix, and that came at the 4:32 mark in the second half. There's been 4 lead changes, 2 ties, and Sloan Hendrix has led a majority of this ball game. They've led 13 minutes and 44 seconds of this ball game. Both teams scored 13 points in the second quarter after having a 1-point advantage in the first quarter in favor of Sloan Hendrix. And that's where we're at right now with about 6 minutes left here in halftime. Sloan Hendrix leads 25-24 over Quitman. We'll take another timeout. When we come back, we will talk more about this game and the upcoming game tonight in the 2A boys game as you're listening to the 2A championship right here on the Buzz Radio Network.
At the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, power isn't about profit, it's about people. We don't answer to Wall Street shareholders. We answer to our members. Every farm, home, and business matters to us. Every decision we make, every pole, every line, every light switched on is made to keep our members' power reliable and affordable. It's our members, living and working across Arkansas, that matter. We're better connected together because members matter. To the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas.
Enjoy St. Patrick's Day weekend in Hot Springs at Ouachita Bar and Grill. Burgers, barbecue, beer, bourbon, and ball games. Brunch on Sunday starting at 10 and Bingo Bash starting at 11:30. Have a front row seat for the St. Patrick's Day Parade in front of Ouachita Bar and Grill on Tuesday. Indoor and outdoor seating available. This event is family and pet friendly. Find more on the events page at obghhotsprings.com. Join the fun at Ouachita Bar and Grill, Central Avenue, downtown Hot Springs.
Attention. If you suffer from consistent pain in your joints caused by arthritis, overuse, or injury, you may be a candidate for a revolutionary therapy that could revitalize damaged tissue. This approach can provide long-lasting relief from pain in your knees, shoulders, hips, and other joints with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime. To find out if you're a viable candidate, you may request a free consultation from QC Kinetics by calling 501-382-9100. Instead of masking the symptoms, it goes to the root of the problem to resolve it at its source. Already used by thousands of satisfied patients nationwide, this joint pain therapy is available right now to the public, but only for qualified candidates. Again, to find out if you're a viable candidate for this therapy, you may request a free consultation by calling QC Kinetics at 501-382-9100. That's 501-382-9100.
Be a part of a new era of Razorback football under Coach Silverfield. Join the Razorback Foundation for as little as $50 for priority access to tickets, parking, and exclusive events with coaches and players. Text JOIN to 479-349-4313 or visit RazorbackFoundation.com. That's JOIN to 479-349-4313. As a Razorback Foundation member, you'll experience a lifetime full of Razorback memories. Go Hogs!
It's March Madness at Natural State Wholesale, The Warehouse, and the deals are a total slam dunk. Score big on all kinds of flooring, butcher block countertops, shingles, sinks and faucets, bathroom vanities, ceiling fans, and so much more. Whether you're remodeling your kitchen, updating your bathroom, or tackling a full home project, Natural State Wholesale has the inventory and the prices to win the game. Don't miss the madness. These deals won't last forever. Head to Natural State Wholesale, The Warehouse, where contractors and homeowners both come to score big.
Back here at Bank OZK Arena, as we got about 2:40 until we have the second half action. Don't forget, coming up tonight in the nightcap, we've got Mount Vernon Enola taking on the Barton Bears. That will be in the 2A boys game. Right here at Bank OZK Arena. Myself and Alyssa Orange will have the call of that game right here on the Buzz Radio Network. Sloan Hendrix, they lead Quitman by a score of 25-24. And one thing we were tracking there in the first half was Maddie Varvel came in with 5 steals average per game. Right now she's got 4 in the first half, and so we'll be tracking that throughout the second half of this one. 25-24, Sloan Hendrix leads Quitman. We'll take one more break. When we come back, Justin Aker will have second half action as you're listening to the 2A Championship on the Buzz Radio Network.
At the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, power isn't about profit, it's about people. We don't answer to Wall Street shareholders. We answer to our members. Every farm, home, and business matters to us. Every decision we make, every pole, every line, every light switched on is made to keep our members' power reliable and affordable. It's our members, living and working across Arkansas, that matter. We're better connected together because members matter. To the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin. Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now. I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code STRONG for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code STRONG for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code STRONG.
My name is Billy Richmond, and I'm a guard for the Arkansas Razorbacks. What's it like being a Razorback? Someone who's strong-minded, mentally tough. We got the best fans here. Like, you always got to be 100% if you want to go 100%. So I feel like if you're healthy, then you can just always give it your all. My relationship with my trainers and UAMS physicians are everything.
UAMS Health, the official orthopedics and sports medicine provider for Razorback Athletics.
All right, let's get it on here, second half. What a first. Listen, when I tell you it's 25-24, you're going to think, yeah, what a boring first half. Guess what? Anything but. That was intense. That was fun to watch. And you got two teams that will get after you. Okay, let's just say it that way. And neither one of these teams are going to give an inch. Cannot wait to watch the second half. All right, R.J. Hawk, Justin Aker here courtside at Bank OZK Arena. Centennial Bank State Championships. This is the 2A girls game, 2A boys later tonight, and then got 4 tomorrow, 4 on Saturday. Quitman with the basketball, down by 1 after the first half. Ball tipped away out near midcourt. Paisley Davis and her teammates going right to left on your radio dial here in the second half. Baseline drive, up, no. Offensive rebound, yes. Stick back by Sullivan after the missile on the baseline, and back in front goes Quitman. I don't know how many lead changes we had first half, RJ, but we're going to have a few more before this is done, I would bet.
We had 4.
Emery Spence left alone in the paint, missed the layup. Got to make that one. Cleared away by Barville. And here come the Lady Bulldogs. Into the corner, Davis to a cutter along the baseline, lost the handle, but it'll stay here. Sarah Dixon had it poked away, but they will retain the possession. We were handed the shot chart from Sloan Hendrix. Every bucket except for one was right under the basket. There's a pump fake shot up. Good job there by Anna Sullivan, getting Gines just a little bit off kilter there and drawing the foul and going to the line for 2 to potentially extend the Quitman lead here, which is currently 1 point. Second foul.
Now here's the thing: they can't tighten up. The officials can't tighten up. The brawl that we saw in the first half, it has to continue in the second half.
Well, I don't think we can use that word. There's an air ball on the second free throw.
Yeah, that's probably a terrible use.
Yeah, during the tournament, maybe because it's already been too much. But it was a very physical, bordering on violent game. Again, but within the rules.
It was well within the rules.
Hotly contested, let's say it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been fun. There's a drive on the other end. Good defense again on the reach-in. Jump ball. Excellent play down there defensively. And that was Lexi Hobbs tying up Sloan Hendrix's drive there, but they will retain the possession. Inbound, catch and shoot, just like that. That made that look easy. Alexis Davis able to get the catch and shoot. Here comes Barber the other way. Stumbles for a moment, regains her footing and the ball. Her team tied now. with Sloan Hendrix at 27. Around the perimeter, the Lady Bulldogs go along the baseline, hanging in the air, off the glass, no for Davis. Follow-up is good, and it was Ava Sullivan with the finish. But quickly back the other way, Sloan Hendrix, ball knocked out of there by Lexi Hobbs. A lot of ball, but they're going to say 2 shots coming up for Alexis Davis, who's nearly an 80% free throw shooter.
Going back to that last on the other end of the floor, Ava Sullivan, that's 2 trips down the floor where she's done a really good job boxing out and being able to get the miss to where she can go back up with the putback and get the points.
Speaking of misses, a rare one for Alexis Davis, the 5'5 junior. She'll get a second attempt here to get her team within 1, and she missed them both, but she got her own rebound, and then she got tied up on a jump ball, so to go back the other way. I'm saying right now, if I get my own rebound on a missed free throw, you're not getting me tied up.
Yeah.
I'm getting out of there with it. Substitute for Quitman, and into the game for the first time this half. It's number 11, Leah Love. First time we've seen her in the game, RJ. 5'4 sophomore.
There hasn't been a lot of subbing on either team.
No, but you would think with the intensity of the game, you want to try to keep people as rested as you can. So that explains why we're seeing a player that hasn't stepped on the floor yet. You got to bide your time and wait your turn. Barber will back it out. Good defense by Matheny. Now Barber will cut through. Right wing, Dixon, catch and shoot 3. Got it. And Quitman has gotten a little bit of space between them and Sloan Hendrix here. 32-27. Biggest lead of the day for the Lady Bulldogs. Driving the other way. Layup, no, but a foul, yes. What do they call?
Now charge.
Oh, really? Was that an illegal screen, or did we get the driver getting the foul call there? No, it was actually a screen, I believe. I think it went against Spence. Quickly the other way, Quitman trying to add to the lead. 3-pointer from the corner is good. And here come the Lady Bulldogs. They have caught fire, and timeout. And Mitchell Wilson wants to talk it over.
Well, Justin, your UAMS three-point shooting update right now. Quitman 5 of 11 for 45%. The Greyhounds of Sloan Hendrix 1 of 5 for 20% so far.
35-27, 5:33 to go. Quitman in control right now, and this is as big a lead as we've seen in this game. Largest lead was 8, actually, for Quitman. Or it is 8. This is the largest lead, yes. And it was an 8-point lead earlier today, for Sloan Hendrix. That was with 4:32 left in the first half.
By the way, right now, Quitman on an 8-0 run over the last 1 minute and 3 seconds. They've hit their last 3 shots.
That's how you get there.
Yeah.
Scoring today, Dixon has 11 now for Quitman, and for Sloan Hendrix, Brown is the only player in double figures with 10. She's 3 of 4 and 4 of 5 at the line. Rebounding, Sloan Hendrix has gotten the better of it, 25-18. But turnovers, they have 14, and Quitman has 6. And we saw that in the earlier girls game. If you turn it over, you're dead. And Earl's girls forced a bunch of them today, and they had a huge margin in points off turnovers. In fact, in this game, points off turnovers, 14-7. There's a steal. Barble going the other way. She'll take it in off the glass. Good. How about that? Put her head down and drove right into the chest of the defender, Riley Brown, giving her some space for the bucket, and the lead is now 10, and that's 10 points for Barville.
And that's her 5th steal.
We were never question her stats. If she says she averages 5, she's going to give you 7. We still have 5 minutes left in the third quarter, and she's already at 5. It's amazing. Well, Lady Hounds realize they got an uphill climb now. There's a deep left wing 3, probably not the shot they wanted. Hobbs with the rebound and the run out. Going the other way, steps through, bucket good, 12-point lead just like that. And it is getting away from Sloan Hendrix. The Lady Greyhounds better find something soon. And that starts on the defensive end. But that'll help. Riley Brown goes right in and scores it with the left hand. And then they trip Barville. Went down hard, and that will be against Brown. And that is going to be her second. She has 12 points in the game, by the way.
But, Justin, I know it's a 10-point game right now, but with the pressure that these two have, the ability to turn over the basketball, it's really not that big of a lead for the way they've been playing defense, both of them.
You got to chip away if you're Sloan Hendrix. Again, they're going to run a 2-1-2 or 2-2-1 press, I guess. But Quitman breaks it easily. Looking for Varville cutting, had it knocked away, and there's your point, RJ. Ball stolen away. Varville goes down in the backcourt, slow to get up. Going the other way, shot up, no. Battle for the rebound, and Quitman comes out of there with it. If they'll look up, they had Varville, but it was tipped away. Great play by Riley Brown to prevent the break. Driving in, and Brown is going to be fouled. Nearly another tie-up. Good job stepping over for Lexi Hobbs, but she'll be called for the blocking foul. That's her second, and with 3:52 to go, we've got our media timeout. It's Quitman 39, Sloan Hendrix 29. The Lady Bulldogs in control on the Buzz Radio Network.
Don't get sidetracked.
That man is playing Gallagher.
We'll keep you on course.
Thought we wouldn't notice, but we did.
103.7 The Buzz.
It's March Madness at Natural State Wholesale, The Warehouse, and the deals are a total slam dunk. Score big on all kinds of flooring, butcher block countertops, shingles, sinks and faucets, bathroom vanities, ceiling fans, and so much more. Whether you're remodeling your kitchen, updating your bathroom, or tackling a full home project, Natural State Wholesale has the inventory and the prices to win the game. Don't miss the madness. These deals won't last forever. Head to Natural State Wholesale, The Warehouse, where contractors and homeowners both come to score big.
Razorback Foundation members, it's time to renew your membership. Annual Fund Pledge renewals are now open and due March 31st. Renew now by visiting RazorbackFoundation.com or text RENEW to 479-349-4313. Be part of the tradition for the new era of Razorback football under Coach Silverfield. Renew your Razorback Foundation membership today. Text RENEW to 479-349-4313. Go Hogs!
Roller Funeral Homes has won Best of the Best year after year because they take pride in serving your family with all respect. Hey, Roller Funeral Homes, you want to see them online? Go to rollerfuneralhomes.com today.
3:52 to go. It's a 39-29 game. Quitman leading it here in this 2A girls final. It'll be a baseline inbound for Sloan Hendrix trying to get back in this ball game. Get it in quickly. Giants has it. She'll drive down Main Street, up off the glass, and one! And that's exactly what the Lady Greyhounds needed out of the timeout. And she will step to the free throw line, see if she can make this a three-point play. She has gotten her team within 8, and she can make it 7 with this free throw. Deep breath. Settles down, spins, shoots, no. But a rebound by Riley Brown. Back up, off the glass, and that's good. That's the way you do it. And the Lady Greyhounds doing it with the and one. Now let's see if Riley Brown can make it pay off, and all of a sudden it's a 6-point game.
You know, one thing about this Quitman team, and part of that physicality, a lot of times you'll see people go straight up and they get their foul. Even when there's a person charging the lane, they don't set themselves. They immediately go after the ball. Like, it's not like they're trying to set up for a block or a charge. They're just going for the ball no matter how they can get it.
Riley Brown does convert the three-point play, and it is a 6-point game all of a sudden. Three-pointer on the other end, and that stops the run. Paisley Davis from the right corner drills it to make it 42-34. Now we get a little offensive flow in this thing, RJ.
Yeah.
Lady Hounds, Riley Brown, left wing. Crosses over, dribbles in the paint. Ball knocked away. Got it back, scramble for it. Hobbs goes to the floor. We're going to get a tie-up. It'll stay at this end of the floor. That was Riley Bennett, the senior, for Sloan Hendrix going to the floor to tie it up. 16 on the shot clock. Baseline inbound. It'll be Brown again triggering. They've done a pretty good job in these baseline inbounds. Throws it to the corner. Catch and shoot 3 on the way. Got it! Big bucket by Emery Spence, and the offensive flow continues. So a 5-point game with 3:07 to go. Varville across the timeline. Drops it to Sullivan. Back to Varville. Well beyond the 3-point line. Now getting downhill in the paint at the free throw line. Ball knocked away. Stolen into the hands of Bennett. Here come the Lady Greyhounds. Chance to narrow this gap a bit more. Riley Brown thought about a three. We got a foul away from the ball as Riley Bennett got ragdolled down there, tossed to the ground by Paisley Davis. And with 2:46 left, it'll be a baseline inbound. Oh, I'm sorry, we're in the bonus now. How about 2 shots? So again, a chance to get within 3 here.
And like I said earlier, the 10-point lead they had with the defense that has been played, it's conducive to getting turnovers.
Free throw good.
And, earlier we talked about the run that Quitman was on. Now, Sloan Hendrix, they've hit their last 3 shots.
Here's what's amazing. Quitman's 7 of 9 this half, RJ, and they've still allowed Sloan Hendrix to carve this lead down and get back in this game. And, again, they're in the bonus for the last 2:46. And the way that Quitman plays, you might see them at the line a little more. Good trip to the line there. Clutch free throws by Bennett. The lead is 3 for Quitman. Lady Bulldogs get it across the timeline. Out to the wing, now in the corner. Ava Sullivan, they cover her up well this time. Not going to let her get a three-pointer off. Baseline drive by Hobbs. Stops, and a foul. And Brown was in good position. She just keeps her hands high, but she swung down on it. And for Riley, that's her 3rd now. Told you that.
I just looked over at the Quitman bench. Paisley Davis and Coach Hooten were going at it. And Paisley Davis said, she's pulling on the backside of my jersey. And he's like, I don't care. Get back in there.
Free throws coming up for Hobbs. First one is good. Hobbs now with 9 points in the game. Keep an eye on the foul trouble here, RJ. Second one's good. She's got 10. So she is the 3rd player for Quitman in double figures now with Dixon and Barville. On the other side, Brown has 15 to lead the way. She's 5 of 6 today. And 5 of 6 at the line. What a day for her. Plus 5 rebounds. 44-39. Lady Greyhounds with the ball here in this 2A state final. Nowhere to go with it. Now they get it off to Giants, who's guarded well beyond the three-point line. Handoff to Riley Brown out near midcourt. Left wing. Catch by Spence. She's hit some perimeter jumpers. See if she looks for it. Instead gives it away to Giants. She's going to drive inside. Steps through. Almost a walk. No call with 3 on the shot clock. Bucket good. The Quitman faithful wanted a walk there. Fast break. Quitman has a pass over to Sullivan. Shot blocked. She corrals it. And we're going to end up with a jump ball. It'll stay here with Quitman. So good recovery there by Sloan Hendrix. 3-point game. Quitman in the lead. 44-41. Baseline inbound. Varville will trigger. Into the corner. Catch and shoot 3 on the way. Good. Left-handed drop it. Too easy. You're right. Wide open over there for Paisley Davis. You've got to get over there and get a hand in her face. And they're going to call travel up the sideline. So an unforced error that time by Sloan Hendrix. And that time, Mitchell Wilson was barking at Hayden Matheny, and she went back to the other end of the floor and said, what do you want from me? I don't know what I did. 6-point game. Quitman trying to end on a high note here in this 3rd quarter. Barville has it. She's been quiet lately. Lost the handle, goes to the floor, saves it out to Hobbs. Right wing, deadly shooter Davis drives in, poked away. Probably should have just shot it from the wing again. She's been red hot over there. In transition, Brown lost the handle. Barville, is that going to be a steal? It is. A steal, and then she draws the foul. That is her 6th steal of the game. She has already surpassed her obscenely high average of 5. With 1:16 to go in the 3rd quarter, she's holding her face.
And she got hit. Took an elbow to the nose.
She's shaking it off.
Oh, was it the floor? Wes Moore's over here said she hit it on the floor.
That hurts.
Yeah.
47-41. Quitman with the ball and the lead. Hobbs spinning in the lane, lost the handle, got it back to Varville. 17-footer, no good. Long rebound, battled for and pulled away by Sloan Hendrix. They want to run. Matheny couldn't make the catch in the front court. It's another unforced error.
It's going a little too fast that time.
Yep. Well, I don't know if it's like it almost like it took a bad hop or bounced differently than Matheny was anticipating. Under a minute to go. Quitman with the ball back now, leading by 6 again. Sullivan, got to keep an eye on Davis out there, closely guarded by Matheny. Good job. And that may be what her coach was telling her earlier. Into the corner. Quitman patient on this possession, and we got a foul away from the ball. Not quite, I don't believe, in the bonus yet. Let's see here. By the way, Brown has 4 fouls now. And that is the 5th foul. So 2 shots coming with 35.3 seconds left. For Quitman, already up by 6. That is the 3rd on Matheny. And Davis will go to the free throw line. 47-41. The left-hander will toe the line. Free throw good for Davis. She has 9. And back in, Aubrey French, the freshman. Matheny getting a breather. Second free throw is good. And it will be Sloan Hendrix quickly across the timeline. No chance to set up the pressure. 8-point game. They can basically hold for 1. The shot clock is on, but there's actually more on the shot clock than there is on the game clock, so I'm not sure why it's on. Gines driving in the lane, not even looking at the clock. Shot up and 1. Back to the basket, flips it off the backboard and through. What a basket, and a huge one. Her team needed it badly. So with 15.2 seconds left, it's a 6-point game and a chance to make it 5 right here.
I mean, it's almost like she just tried to throw it up as she was going down.
That was impressive. Settles and spins it, shoots it, scores it. All right, 3-point play, and she's in double figures as well now. Quickly. Quitman, don't want to foul, and they are going to get a travel. So big turnover by Sloan Hendrix, 5-point game. 11 now, by the way, for Gines, who is having a good evening here in this 2A final. So now you got to think they're going to hold for 1. 6 seconds, 5 seconds, 4. Ball knocked away. It'll stay down here with 2 seconds left. Getting ourselves acquainted with Paisley Davis, hustling defensively.
They run into everything.
I mean, they're like a bull in the china shop.
Yeah.
2 seconds left. They need to get it quick inbounds and then an open shot into the corner. And a shot blocked. And, boy, she does it at both ends. How about that? Paisley Davis blocks the 3-point attempt by Emery Spence, who's been pretty good today. And that leaves it at a 5-point margin for Quitman after 3. 8 minutes to play in this 2A girls state title game. Quitman leads it after 3. This is the Centennial Bank State Championships on the Buzz Radio Network.
At the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, power isn't about profit, it's about people. We don't answer to Wall Street shareholders. We answer to our members. Every farm, home, and business matters to us. Every decision we make, every pole, every line, every light switched on is made to keep our members' power reliable and affordable. It's our members, living and working across Arkansas, that matter. We're better connected together because members matter. To the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas.
Year after year, Arkansans choose the best of the best for the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette. And year after year, we at Roller Funeral Homes are truly honored by your selection. I'm Renata Jenkins-Byler. My grandparents founded Roller Funeral Homes. It means a lot for us to be chosen the best funeral homes in Arkansas because we know it comes from those we serve. When it comes to serving your family, you can count on my family year after year to remain the best of the best. Roller Funeral Homes, a family tradition with all our respect.
Well, hold on to your hats. It's going to be a wild fourth quarter, I would expect. Quitman leads it by 5 after 3. And our leaders in this one so far tonight, 15 for Riley Brown, who has 5 rebounds, but she does have 4 fouls in this game. So that'll be a storyline to keep an eye on. She's also got 4 turnovers. Kaylee Gines has had a kind of a mixed bag tonight. 11 points, 5 boards, 8 turnovers. And on the other side, 4 players now for Quitman in double figures, which is their MO. They share the scoring, and they're doing it again tonight. Their leading scorer has 11, and they have 3 others with 10. So Quitman with the turnover to start this fourth quarter, and they can add to a 5-point lead. Drive and kick, left wing, good cover up, and they're going to call a double dribble on Quitman. So good reaction there defensively by Giants, forces the turnover. And so it remains a 5-point game with 7:24 to go here in the fourth quarter. Feed inside. Shot up off the glass, and a bucket for Giants for the score inside. It was beautiful entry pass, good spin and score, and that makes it 49-46. And just like that, it's a 3-point game. Feed inside, up and under move. That shot is partially blocked for Sullivan. Scramble on the floor, and it'll stay down here with 33 on the shot clock.
I feel like we've had a lot of jump balls in this game.
More than I've ever seen in a game.
Yeah.
The most jump balls. Everybody swarms, like you try to get 11 hats to the football defensively. That's what they do here. They get 10 hands to the ball. Quickly inbounded to Dixon. Good cover up there by Johns defensively. Straight away Hobbs between the circles. Looks inside. Now pitches to the wing. Pass inside, knocked away. Good, perfect defense by Giants. And then it's tipped and stolen away the other way. Quitman should have an easy layup at the other end. They do. And a finish by Dixon. Timeout Quitman. So 51-46, 13 now for number 10.
And Barville now is up to, 8 steals? I think they've got her at 7 right now.
What are we talking about?
And, yeah.
13 for Giants, 15 for Brown. On the other side, 13 for Dixon now. Davis, Barville, and Hobbs all with 10. And she is officially at, that's not what I want. Close that panel. Let's see here, RJ Hawk. That is your real name. Steals. 7 steals officially.
She said, not only am I going to see your 5, I'm going to give you a couple more.
Oh, she's not done yet, I bet. She may end up with 8. This is insane.
It's been a lot of fun, though. I mean, we heard the hype about the defense for both these, well, really for Quitman, but then you come out and Sloan Hendrix is playing great defense as well.
But the offenses have picked up. Look at Quitman. 11-13, then 25 in the third. 12-13, 19 for Sloan Hendrix. 51-46. Sloan Hendrix with the ball, down by 5. The Lady Hounds trying to find an answer here, and then they're going to have to get multiple stops in a row if they're going to have a chance. Ball knocked away along the baseline. 17 on the shot clock, 6:19 to play. 51-46. See who will trigger for Sloan Hendrix. They're going to send Matheny down there. Lady Hounds throw it in, and there's a foul. Good job by Riley Bennett, waving her hands as if to say, throw it to me. They hit her at 13 feet, and she got fouled as she made the catch.
If she would have thrown it in about a half second sooner, she would have been able to get an easy jump shot.
That is the first foul of the fourth quarter. Both teams got into the bonus in the third quarter. Not a surprise the way these two play defense. Kick out to the wing. Alexis Davis, right-hand dribble, lost the handle. There's number 8, stolen away by Barville, up to Hobbs, and the foul on the other end is going to go against Gines, and that is her 4th.
I'll tell you this.
I take that back. That's her 3rd. I'm sorry, RJ. That's her 3rd.
I'll tell you this. For as physical as this game has been, there has been a total of 25 fouls called in the entire game. I mean, they've let them play.
Free throw's good. Lead is now 6. 6:05 to go. Here comes Riley Brown. She's playing with 4.
Have you ever seen a double-double with points and steals?
No, never. May tonight. There's still 6 minutes left. I won't be surprised if Barville ends up with 11 or 12 steals. The way she plays. Riley Brown has it on the wing. Her team needs her to be great. We have a Quitman player went down in the lane. Slow to get up. There's a miss off the wing and a hustle play that should have been a travel as Davis got it, but was sliding on the floor. That should have been a turnover. Davis has it now on the right wing. Guarded closely, gives it away to Barville, now left side. Catch and shoot three. That was blocked, partially maybe. And it goes out of bounds off of Sloan Hendrix. It'll stay here.
You know, one thing about doing these games and where we sit is when one of the teams doesn't like a call, you know, you hear about it. The entire side behind the scorer's table stood up and gave the travel call.
Yeah, I don't know how they missed that one. This crew's done a pretty good job tonight, and I think they've called it fairly evenly and consistently, but, yeah, that one I think they blew.
Well, and I'm not trying to lip read, but he was saying she never fully had control of the ball when she slid to get it. That was his explanation that he just gave.
Okay.
Just saying.
We'll agree to disagree. How about that?
So, 5:27. Hey, I want to remind you that today's game being brought to you by UAMS Health, providing expert care and improving lives across Arkansas. For a better state of health, it's UAMS Health.
53-46, 5:27 to go. Quitman in the lead. Fourth quarter fouls, one against Sloan Hendrix, one against Quitman. Baseline trigger will be Barville. The Do Everything Junior. She's got a whole year left to steal balls from people. Pass inside. Dixon denied. Offensive rebound, stick back, no for Sullivan, but another offensive rebound by Davis, and they'll get another chance at it. Barville up top, right wing. There goes Hobbs along the baseline, stops and spins. Double team comes, kicks it out. Barville on the wing, cross court to Davis. Back to Barville straight away. Still have 20 on the shot clock again. They go back to the full shot clock in high school. They don't have a short shot clock like in college. Spin in the lane. Hobbs, tough shot up there. Another offensive rebound, and that time it's all about Sloan Hendrix' inability to secure the defensive rebound, and that pushes the lead to 9. 4:43 to go. It doesn't feel insurmountable, but it feels like a pretty big gap right now. Matheny open for three. She'll try it. Off the backboard, no. Offensive rebound, Brown, and she got hacked on the way up. Barville doesn't agree, but it'll be free throws coming for number 33, Riley Brown, who's got 13 in the game.
And Riley Brown, so far in the game, been one of the most consistent free throw shooters. She's 5 of 6 from the free throw line.
She's 6 of 7 now.
Wait, you're still at an 8-point game. 4.5 minutes left. There's plenty of time.
You mean to blow your mind?
Yeah.
Barville has 8 steals. That was her first personal foul.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Second free throw is good. It's 7. 55-48. Quitman in the lead. 4:31 to go.
They called
and
the
we're going to
timeout.
take the media
No,
here.
no, I think they're going to. I think
Sloan Hendrix.
Yeah,
yep.
they just called
okay.
the timeout.
All right, we'll hold it here then. We'll wait for the media timeout.
And really overall, I mean, so Sloan Hendrix shooting 49% for the game. Quitman shooting 33% on 17 of 51 shooting. Sloan Hendrix 18 of 37 shooting. From the three-point line, this is where it's been the difference, really. Quitman 8 of 15 for 53%. Sloan Hendrix 2 of 10 for 20%. And at the free throw line so far, Quitman 13 of 14 from the charity stripe. Sloan Hendrix 10 of 14 for 71%.
At the half, it was 25-24 Sloan Hendrix.
Yep.
They've been outscored 31-23 in the second half. Although, the crazy thing is, they've shot 8 of 14 this half.
Yeah.
And they've still been outscored like that. 10 of 19 this half for Quitman.
There's been 11 total blocks in this game. 11.
How many steals have been in this game?
21.
14 for Quitman, 7 on the other one for Sloan Hendrix on the other side, I should say. And points off turnovers, that's a big number here. 22-13, that's really been the difference in the game. Here comes Quitman, leading by 7. You got to get multiple stops if you're the Lady Hounds here. Quitman on the right wing, dribbling into the corner. Now they're going to pass it inside, spinning along the baseline, back out. Back inside. Good patient offensive set here. Turnaround jumper on the baseline. No offensive rebound. Stick back is no good, but a foul is drawn by Paisley Davis. The defensive rebounding is going to haunt the Hounds if they don't figure out a way to get a rebound here soon, RJ. They are being handled right now on the offensive glass by the Lady Greyhounds. And back into the game, Riley Bennett, who's a pretty good rebounder. And hopefully, for their sake, that'll help the cause. But down by 7, and free throws coming for the left-hander. And she made it, making an 8-point game.
And I don't know if it's just doing a bad job of blocking out as much as it's taking a weird hop off the rim and, getting right in the hands of Quitman players.
Well, 2 free throws, both good for Paisley Davis, who's been clutch today. 57-48. Into the front court. Matheny has it. Looks inside, nowhere to go. Picks up her dribble, goes cross court and overshot her teammate Riley Bennett. That is, again, an unforced error, and there's our media timeout. The final one of the game, and Quitman can probably smell this one coming. They're in great shape with 3:54 to go. It's 57-48. Lady Bulldogs in control here in Hot Springs on the Buzz Radio Network.
I'm Dr. Lowry Barnes. When it comes to orthopedic care, there's no place like the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. We built this hospital just for you. With state-of-the-art surgical suites, advanced technology, and the state's largest group of fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons. It's the best place in Arkansas to get you moving again. And if you need urgent orthopedic care, UAMS Ortho Now is right here for you at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health, where motion lives and service leads.
Experience the unmistakable difference today at D3 Auto Sales in Des Arc or West Memphis. D3 Auto Sales is your home for quality used trucks, SUVs, and cars from all top brands, specializing in unique customized lifted and leveled used trucks, including 4-wheel drives. And this commitment to excellence extends to their full-service 10-bay service department as well. Also, looking to trade in or sell your vehicle? D3 Auto Sales pays top dollar for your pre-owned vehicle. D3AutoSales.com.
Back here at Banco ZK Arena, today's game being brought to you by the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas. They serve 60% of the state of Arkansas with reliable, affordable power. They are your local energy partner.
Quitman trying to put a stranglehold on this 2A Girls Championship game with a possession here. 3:43 left to go. They lead it by 9, and Quitman in great shape to take home a title here right now. Inside they go, looking for Allie Palmer. The junior has come to life here. They've been utilizing her in that post position the last couple of possessions, but a driving one-hander, wild shot up, and a bailout by Gines. There was no chance Paisley Davis was going to be able to find that one unless it was a miracle, and she got bailed out on a foul by Gines. Not a good play, and you could tell she was pretty unhappy about the way that one played out.
Yeah, I don't understand. I mean, why she went up to try to swat that thing when she was off balance trying to go to the hoop anyways, and she'll make her first free throw.
Yeah, we know she's a good free throw shooter. That is not a wild shot. That's the 4th foul, by the way, on Gines, who's had a very good championship game so far. She's got 13 in the game. The lead's now 10, RJ. And that is bad news for Sloan Hendrix. Second one's good. It's not like you can crank up the pressure. You've been pressuring the entire game. Largest lead was 12. It's currently 11. Quitman in control with 3:17 to go. Inside, shot off the glass, no. Battle for the rebound, and there she is again. Paisley Davis. Is there more than one out there?
It seems like it.
Number 15 just having a ball. And then we get a ball knocked out of bounds and turned over. Back to Sloan Hendrix. So a big break in the backcourt for the Lady Greyhounds. 3:06 left.
Justin, I don't know the last time I saw a team that went 17 of 18 from the free throw line, that being Quitman.
That's amazing. Yeah, Sloan Hendrix needs about everything to go right for them right now. And a mishandled dribble there by Alexis Davis is not what we're looking for. Matheny to the right wing, baseline drive by Gines. Kicks it out to Matheny in the lane, jumper good. That was a nice play there. Drew 2 defenders, found Matheny, and got 2 quickly. It's a 9-point game. Ball stolen away. There we go. Emery Spence into the front court. Kick to the wing, baseline drive, and then stolen right back. Oh my gosh, is that 9 or 10?
It's 9.
This is unbelievable. I kind of hope Madeline Varville is the MVP of this tournament if they win the game, because I'd like to talk to her about her technique, because she is the best stealer of the basketball I think I've ever seen. 59-50, 3-pointer on the way. Bucket! That is a dagger from Sarah Dixon. 16 now for the Quitman senior. quickly the other way, but it may be too little too late for Giants and company. It's a 12-point game with 2:02 left. Give me the official.
She is officially 9 steals so far.
I need Varvel to get one more. I've never seen anybody steal 10 balls in a game. At least not in person. I've seen probably highlights on SportsCenter. Troy, what's the state record for steals in a game? Let me tell you something. It's 9. I just said so. Free throw's good. 62-51. Sloan Hendrix trying to hang in there, hoping against hope that Varvel and Paisley Davis will quit doing what they've been doing. Dixon, too. This has been a big ask. It's not like Sloan Hendrix hasn't played well at times and done some good things. It's just Quitman has been too much. Relentless.
And Quitman just doesn't look like they're tired.
No, they don't. It's very annoying if you're a Sloan Hendrix fan. It's incredible. And for somebody who, works out a little bit, I don't know how they do it. There's shape and then there's basketball shape, right?
They have gone hard the entire game. I mean,
Varvel doesn't even look winded.
No. I mean, they're over there in the huddle right now going, okay, let's get this over with. And I'm not taking anything away from Sloan Hendrix because they have played a heck of a ball game.
They don't look tired either.
Yeah, I mean, both these two teams are just okay.
They've been out executed. That's about all you can say about that.
Yeah.
1:52 left, 62-52.
Now, we did see in the first half, Sloan Hendrix was down by 10, and they got, 2 or 3 turnovers in a row and cut it down to, it was a 4-point game in a matter of 15 seconds.
They're going to need a whole lot of that. And they need it to happen again a couple times. Checking back in for the Lady Greyhounds is French, the freshman.
Don't forget, coming up next, we've got the 2A boys game. That ought to be a fun one. Mount Vernon, Enola, and Barton coming up next.
Who's calling that game for us?
Myself and Alyssa Orange.
Oh, is that right?
Yes.
Well, that'll be fun.
And then I guess you and Wes are going to be on the
television
Arkansas TV call.
Yes, Arkansas TV.
By the way, you and I have done those quite a bit. It used to be PBS. You think you're having a hard time with the UCA radio network on this one?
Arkansas TV.
Yeah, wait till you get over there and pop PBS a couple times.
They have exactly the read to go into the break, though. The Buzz Radio Network, the Buzz Radio Network, the Buzz Radio Network. All right, Quitman with it. Up by 10, 1:52 to go. Sloan Hendrix trying to trap. They got a tip away, and it's out off of Quitman. Great hustle there by Riley Bennett, forcing the turnover. And back into the game, the sharpshooter, Emery Spence. Spence today is 2 of 6 from 3. She's the only player on their team with a three-pointer today, RJ. There's a drive inside and a turnover. Giants got a little too far out over her skis, and then we get a foul in the backcourt, and that may be the 5th on Giants.
Is it?
Oh, no, it's actually on Spence.
Was it bad that I was really hoping that Varvel was going to get that turnover?
Well, if we're going to see another one, I definitely want her to get it.
Because when we saw it's happening, I'm like, did Varvel get it? And she's got 9, by the way, for those listening.
She's got the ball now, and she will get it up quickly to Hobbs, who dribbles across the timeline and picked up her dribble in a bad spot. Ball tipped and stolen. Great defense by the freshman, Aubrey French. Gets it over to Alexis Davis. They whip a pass left wing. Matheny needed that one there. Didn't pull the trigger on the 3. And there's a reach-in foul by Lexi Hobbs. Very aggressive. So that is going to be the 4th personal foul this quarter. So one more in there at the free throw line. 1:25 to go. That's also the 4th on Hobbs. And French does her job and goes and gets a breather. Sideline inbound for the Lady Hounds. They need everything to go right here down the stretch. They are down by 10. 1:24 to go. Mike and the Mechanics once sang, all I need is a miracle. There's a drive, no good, and a defensive rebound in traffic by Sullivan. And there's a defensive foul. Are they going to call an? Oh, they called an offensive foul. Wow, Lexi Hobbs just fouled out on that one. She put her head down like a bull charging a matador, and they're going to call her for the offensive foul, and her day is done. But she did her damage before she went out with 12 points. And she could be sad, mad, or however she feels, but her team's a minute 12 away from hoisting a trophy. Lady Hounds need to get it in. They do. Catch, drive, shot off the glass, no good. Ball tipped out, saved by Matheny. Drive back in, scoop up, nope. And a rebound in there by Varville. In traffic, she and Gines getting tied up. And Gines is saying, what's her problem? Gines giving her that look like, I don't know what's wrong with this lady. She's different. And she is.
That's her 6th rebound, by the way.
Varville's an absolute beast.
Only a junior.
Yeah, she's got another year left. Bad news, everybody. So Shoemate's back, Varville's back. Allie Palmer, we saw a little bit of her. She's back. Paisley Davis is back. She's a junior. Leah Love, we saw a little bit of. They lose Dixon and Hobbs and Sullivan. Those are 3 excellent players, but you get 3 pretty good ones back here that have played a significant role. Varville's second free throw is good. So Varville has done just about everything. She's got 11 now in the game. 102. Can she get that 10th steal? That's the only question. Alexis Davis into the front court. Driving all the way. Layup, nope. Battle for the rebound and ripped out of there. And jump ball. Matheny and Sarah Dixon got tied up. And it'll stay down here with 51.2 left. Double check. Is she still at 9?
Yep, still at 9.
Okay. Baseline inbound. Quickly. Shot up. No. Offensive rebound. Gines. Yes. 64-54. 43 seconds left. Up the sideline. Caught by Shoemate. Into the corner. Will they foul? Nope. They poked it away. They stole it. And Gines has it up the left sideline. Varville back there. And steps through. Took a swing. Going to foul Gines, who will go to the free throw line with 29 seconds left. It's a 10-point game, so no matter at this point. And for Varville.
Her second?
Yeah. She's 9 steals and 2 fouls. That's unbelievable. I don't even know how that works. It's incredible. She looks like she may have finally cracked a sweat. No good on the free throw by Gines. And back in comes the freshman French. Of the starters for Sloan Hendrix, RJ, Brown's only a sophomore. You lose Matheny, but Spence is a junior. Davis is a junior, and Gines is a junior. So they got a lot coming back next year, too.
Yeah.
Varville with another rebound off the second miss, and then they're going to foul in the backcourt. She got shoved down, and Davis went back to help her up, and Varville didn't want to hear it. She got up without her help, and she'll go shoot some free throws. Varville looking to add to a 12-point night in a game that is 9 points with 25.7 seconds left, and I don't care if Reggie Miller does show up. This one's over. Varville, no, not that one. And back into the game, the junior Spence. You know, that's an area where they can really, I think, get something going next year. Utilize Spence's perimeter shooting a little bit more maybe next season. Second one's no good either. Gines has it. Paisley Davis fell down in the backcourt. Gines going to go all the way in. Layup is no good, though. Offensive rebound, stick back, no good. Third shot attempt is good by Bennett, and a timeout with 13 seconds left. It's a 7-point game. It's a huge long shot, but you never know, I guess.
Well, I mean, I do recall the UCA Bears in their last game of the year. I think they scored like 8 points or something in like
2 seconds.
Yeah, I mean,
like
it was wild.
I don't see Cam Hunter here, but you never know. I guess you never know. It would take a pretty impressive effort. And again, part of that is the fact that Quitman is pretty tough.
Yeah. No, I mean, they and you know, the missed shots by
Sloan Hendrix.
Sloan Hendrix. It's just not a common school.
It doesn't roll off the tongue.
Sloan Hendrix. They haven't had contact. You're used to going in there and having contact and putting a shot up, and they've been going underneath there and having wide open lanes with the last few seconds of this ball game. So,
16 steals, by the way, for the Lady Bulldogs. 9 of those by Varville. 10 steals by Sloan Hendrix, so they've not been too shabby themselves, forcing turnovers. Total turnovers 24-19, advantage Lady Bulldogs, and points off 27-16, also advantage Lady Bulldogs.
I mean, you got to think Varville's got to be in the conversation if they win this game to be MVP, right? I mean,
the only thing is, I don't know. Again, you got to look at the other tournament games, and it depends on what happened in those, because it's not just about today; it's about the entire tournament. So
Davis has 16.7 rebounds in this one,
but she's been the key cog today, RJ. There's no doubt about that. She's a remarkable defensive player. Not sure what we're looking at here, but officials are over there discussing something at the scorer's table.
We're talking about the clock?
I don't know. There's 13 seconds left currently. Boys game was slated to start at 7:45, but this one's taking a while. We are not going to start at 7:45.
You know, the way the pace of the first half of this game was going, I thought we were going to be done with this one in about an hour.
I agree. Quitman's going to send Lexi Hobbs back in.
So
Hobbs is back in, so she fouled out, fouled back in. Never seen that before.
They incorrectly marked it in the book, they said.
Okay. Well, all this is a minor matter because Quitman's going to inbound it. They're going to draw a foul unless they turn it over immediately. And they get it into Varville, which is usually a good bet. And she will get it away to Davis, back to Varville, and they're going to call a foul. Well, they have to, I guess, because Paisley Davis got pushed to the floor over there in the corner in front of the Lady Hounds bench. And we'll shoot free throws on the other end with 8 seconds left. So a long game goes longer. I don't know what our time between games is, 30?
20, I thought.
Okay.
And it's once the floor gets cleared after the
we're going to be a while.
Yeah.
It may be 8:20, 8:30 before we're going here. Free throw good. Lead is 8 with 8 seconds left. 16 points for Davis. Second one's good as well. That's it. She has 17. Sloan Hendrix across the timeline. Matheny bobbled it, got it back. Kick to the wing, deep three on the way, no good. And that's going to do it. And Quitman has earned the state title, 66-57. The final here tonight at Banco ZK Arena. We'll take a break. We'll come back, talk to our MVP and our winning head coach, Timothy Hooten, 49 years coaching, and a sweet win tonight. You're listening to the Centennial Bank 1A Girls State Championship on the Buzz Radio Network.
At the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, power isn't about profit, it's about people. We don't answer to Wall Street shareholders. We answer to our members. Every farm, home, and business matters to us. Every decision we make, every pole, every line, every light switched on is made to keep our members' power reliable and affordable. It's our members, living and working across Arkansas, that matter. We're better connected together because members matter to the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas.
When you think CertaPro Painters, you probably think interior and exterior painting for homes and commercial properties, which we do beautifully. But did you know that we're more than just paint? CertaPro also provides expert carpentry, sheetrock repairs, deck and fence staining, and durable garage and patio concrete coatings. Whether you're refreshing your home, upgrading a commercial space, or restoring outdoor areas, we deliver professional results with the quality and service you expect. Call CertaPro Painters today or schedule your free estimate at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C. CertaPro Painters, that's certainty.
It is a final here, and what a victory indeed. Final score 66-57. We'll have RJ roll through some of the numbers here, and our MVP, we've just been told, is indeed the thief herself, Madeline Varville, with 9 steals in the state championship game. I've never, ever seen that before, and I've called a lot of games here over the years. Again, give Sloan Hendrix a lot of credit. They have a lot of good players coming back next season, but Quitman was just a little too much today.
Yeah, the final stats in this one for Quitman, they finished the game 18 of 53 shooting for 34%, 9 of 16 at the three-point line for 56%, and at the free throw line they were 21 of 24 for 87.5%. Leading the way for Quitman in this ball game was Paisley Davis with 18 points. She's followed by Sarah Dixon with 16. Lexi Hobbs and Madeline Marvel both had 12 points in the ball game. Rebounding, the leading rebounder for Quitman was Paisley Davis with 8 rebounds. Lexi Hobbs had 6. Madeline Varvel had 6. And Ava Sullivan had 7 in this contest. Sloan Hendrix, they, for the ball game, went 21 of 48 for 43.8%. From the three-point line, they were 2 of 11 for 18%. And from the free throw line, 13 of 18 for 72%. Leading the way was Kaylee Gines with 18 points. She was followed by Riley Brown with 17. Emery Spence had 8 points, and Alexis Davis had 6. Leading rebounder was Kaylee Gines with 7 rebounds. Hayden Matheny and Riley Brown both had 6 rebounds apiece, and Riley Bennett had 3 in the contest. And 27 turnovers for Quitman, 16 for Sloan Hendrix in this ball game. And as we talked about, for Madeline Varville, for Quitman, had 9 steals in the ball game.
She is your MVP. We'll talk to her in a bit. We'll also talk to Timothy Hooten, who is our state championship winning coach. And what a performance by his bunch today. I'd like to know how this team ranks defensively comparatively to some of the ones he's had over the years. I got to think pretty darn good. They're going to officially announce it here. Again, stick around. We've got the 2A Boys Championship coming up. Mount Vernon and NOLA, the Warhawks, 34-5 on the season. And the Barton Bears, 33-5. I mean, you're talking about 2 teams that have had a ton of success, and I cannot wait to watch it all play out here tonight. Again, all of our game broadcasts are streaming. Now, we don't have video of the game streaming because there is television with Arkansas TV. But you can see our pretty faces, and we've also got the box score up there. So if you want to flip over and watch it that way, we're on YouTube and Facebook and everywhere they Buzz normally stream. So, all right, we're about to get our MVP here. And I will tell you what, very impressive. All right, there's our MVP.
Oh, it's a little big. Sorry.
Squeeze it down there if you can. Help her out there, Wes. That's fine. We can hear you. By the way, do not take that headset with you. You stole everything else tonight. What a game. That was impressive. Congratulations. When we saw the numbers before the game, I'm going to be honest, I saw 5 steals a game, and I was like, I got to see it. And then you had 9 in the game. I don't even know if you realize that. Tell me about the defense for you personally and then your team in general. You guys were creating havoc all night.
Defense for me personally, I don't know. I got to thank my teammates just because they're the ones who helped me, shimmy around so much. Defense for our team, I thought it was really, really good. Just they're integral, doing everything Coach asked them to, just line them up.
You know, during the offseason, you guys are track athletes, you guys are cross-country athletes, and we were talking about this from the very opening tip-off. You guys were playing that full-court press, and you were in everybody's face, and you didn't look like you broke a sweat. I mean, you guys were running up and down the floor. Talk about how that's helped you guys prepare for a season like this.
Coach, just in order to be a basketball player, you have to run cross-country, 11 laps upstairs every single day, and that just helped us prepare so much, get us all in shape, be able to run, and, yeah.
Do you get winded, or it didn't look like you were winded at all today, even though you guys were up and down the whole night?
I was winded.
Okay. All right. You faked it well. So as far as the championship goes, you've got a lot coming back next year, too, and I know you don't want to start thinking about that yet. You want to celebrate this one. But, I mean, this is a really good core group, and the juniors played a big role in this one.
Juniors, yes. Oh, no. I'm so sorry. Can you ask that question again?
Just, I mean, as far as, like, the underclassmen coming back, and obviously it's great to have your senior leadership, too. But, I mean, you've got a good core group, I guess, that we might see return here again next year.
Indeed. Seniors, super sad that this is their last game, but we got a strong bunch, and we got plenty of new ones moving up as well with plenty of talent.
Yeah.
These girls work so hard. We're gonna have a good year next year.
Do you have a nickname?
I got plenty, I guess.
Okay. Anything related to your defense and stealing the basketball?
They call me the Menace.
I can see that.
I can totally see that.
Madeline, congratulations. Great win.
Thank
Go
you,
celebrate
sir.
the teammates. I actually got to talk to our TV friends first, I guess, but that was impressive to watch.
Thank you, sir.
Good job. All right. That is Madeline Varville. 9 steals in the game tonight in this championship. The Menace.
I'll tell
I love
you this.
it.
You know,
That's great.
You watch her on the floor, and she's got this, like, mean, I'm going to steal the ball from you. And she's the sweetest little, just sweetest little basketball player when she comes over here.
I think she would hurt you. She would punch you in the face. She is, Coach, did you know that Madeline had 9 steals in this game?
That's pretty average for her.
Average. When I saw the stats, I was telling her, when I saw 5 a game, I was like, there's no way. And then she had 5 at the half, I think.
Yeah,
so.
do you? Now, like I said, and you got to understand that, a lot of her games, she only played half the game.
That's unbelievable.
And not only that, Coach, but she had 2 fouls in the game. She's doing all this and in somebody's face. Only had 2 fouls.
Yeah, it's like I said, she is a tremendous athlete. She was on our state cross country championship we had this fall. She'll lead us to hopefully a championship this spring. I mean, she's the one that does it for us right now. But the other girls around her did a great job too, helping her.
We're talking to the winning head coach here, Timothy Hooten. You've been doing this, Coach. Your white eyebrows give you away. Almost 50 years. Where does this team rank defensively of the teams you coached?
Defensively, I'm going to say number 1. We've just done it all year long. I mean, game after game, we won so many games where we, did it defensively, shutting teams down. And if you look at our record, a lot of people say, well, we play a weak schedule, and I totally disagree with them because we had 3 in the Elite 8, and we had 2 teams out of our conference in the finals. We played 9 teams out of our conference that made the state tournament in their respective classes, and we did the same thing to them. So, they play a really great schedule, and they play some great D.
I got one last thing here, and again, I hate to even ask a coach, you just won a title about next year, but I mean, she and some others, you got a good core group that are coming back next year, Coach.
I have a really great group coming back, and I have another player that'll be a freshman next year that you guys are going to love.
Okay. Awesome. Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you very much.
That was awesome. All right, that is Timothy Hooten, our champion coach here today in 2A basketball, and the Menace and her mates will head back to the locker room and celebrate a championship and take it on back to Quitman, Arkansas. I guess you could just call them man because there's no quit in that team at all, although they're going to make you want to quit, man. I can tell you that right now, the way they play defense. Pretty impressive. All right, 2A boys basketball is coming up next. The teams are on the floor getting loose, and we'll have that call for you coming up in a bit on the Buzz Radio Network.
At the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, power isn't about profit, it's about people. We don't answer to Wall Street shareholders, we answer to our members. Every farm, home, and business matters to us. Every decision we make, every pole, every line, every light switched on is made to keep our members' power reliable and affordable. It's our members, living and working across Arkansas, that matter. We're better connected together because members matter. To the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas.
I've always wanted to learn French, but the app I tried didn't help.
If you want to memorize words in another language, there's an app for that. But if you want to really learn another language, there's Babbel. Babbel was designed by over 200 language learning experts to be the most effective way to learn another language.
With other language learning apps, I was just playing games. I wasn't really learning. Babbel's different. Every time I open the app, I can choose to work on my writing,